On to double.
Alright, time now to begin the double Jeopardy round. Now remember that we have 2 daily doubles in this round of play. Let's see what we have in terms of categories, shall we?
Let's get to the categories for double Jeopardy.
17th century America, in the kitchen, presidential info, the arts, 4-letter words, and Puerto Rico. And player 3 is going to select first.
Player 3, you go first.
4-letter words for 200.
A synonym for a small island. Ireland is an emerald one.
What is isle?
That's right.
4-letter words for 400.
Player 1, you choose.
Oh, shoot, I picked 17th century America for 1,000. Oh, well.
Age 15, this future minister of the Second Church of Boston graduated from Harvard.
Player 2?
Cotton Mayor?
Why, yes.
Yeah.
You're building up.
That was not the clue I intended to pick, but oh well.
Player 2, you choose.
17th century America 200.
On November 21, 1620, after a 66-day voyage, this ship reached Cape Cod.
Oh!
Player 1?
What is the Mayflower?
Right you are.
Yep.
Player 1, your turn.
4-letter words for 400.
It's a slang term for a potato.
What is a yam? No, I can't be right.
Anybody?
Yam's 3 letters. What is a spud?
Your choice, player 1.
600.
This device is used to soften the tone of an instrument, such as a trumpet.
A
Here's the
mute.
correct response.
4-letter words 800.
Okay, contestant 1.
This heaviest fencing sword has a bowl-shaped guard and a long, narrow blade with no cutting edge.
Player 2?
What is a coupe?
No.
No, that is incorrect.
Anyone?
An epee.
It's your turn, player 1.
4-letter words 1,000.
A summoning gesture. It precedes and call.
This is Beck.
Your choice, player 1.
Beck was the word there. 17th century America for 400.
Answer?
Answer, a daily double.
Player 1, please make your wager.
I'm gonna go for 500. For the lead.
In 1607, Edward M. Wingfield was ousted as president of the Virginia colony at this site.
Oh.
Player 1?
What is Fort Sumter? I don't know.
No.
Jamestown.
All right, pick again.
George Fox, leader of this British religious group, toured the colonies in 1672.
Player 3.
Society of Friends?
That's it, exactly.
That's what we needed.
Your choice, player 3.
17th century America 800.
In 1631, this governor of New Netherland was removed due to liberal policies toward wealthy landowners.
Player 3.
Peter Minuit?
Why, yes.
Yep.
That takes you into second place. All right, pick again.
I play Freeze 1100. Where we go now? In the kitchen for 200.
When a pie has two of these, it looks nice to crimp the edges of the top one with the tines of a fork.
Where are crusts? Oh, I was going to say that, but I wasn't sure.
All right, pick again.
Oh well. Presidential info for 200.
Japan donated $1.5 million to the building of his presidential library at Texas A&M.
Player 3.
Who's George Bush?
Yes.
Makes sense.
All right, pick again.
Presidential info for 400.
His 32-cent stamp was issued April 26, 1995.
Who is Bill Clinton?
Anybody?
No, I could be wrong. No, it was Richard Nixon.
All right, pick again.
Presidential info 600.
In his 1995 State of the Union address, Bill Clinton wished this former president well.
Ronald Reagan.
All right, pick again.
Presidential info 800.
Not only was he the first to marry in the White House, he was the first to have a child born there.
Grover Cleveland.
All right, pick again.
Not that Grover!
An 800-foot-long memorial to this 20th century president now stands in Washington.
Not that Grover, Carla!
You are correct. All right, pick again.
The old part of this capital city features El Morro, a fort begun in 1539.
What is San Juan? Oh, yeah.
All right, pick again.
Arts for 200.
This classic Christmas ballet contains the Waltz of the Flowers.
What is the Nutcracker?
Yes, indeed.
Arts for 400.
Player 1.
These annual theater awards are named for Antoinette Perry.
Player 2.
What are the Tonys?
Eggs.
And I knew that, but I got locked out.
What'll it be, player 2?
Arts for 600.
In 1995, Jerome Robbins turned this musical about teen street gangs into a dance work.
I don't think I know this one.
What is it?
West Side Story. That was the one that was what they needed.
Your choice, player 2.
The Arts for 800.
The Slave of Duty is an alternate title for this Gilbert and Sullivan operetta about buccaneers.
Here's the
Pirates of Penzance. Never heard of that.
Player 2, it's your turn.
Arts for 1,000.
In a Verdi opera, this title slave turns out to be an Ethiopian princess.
Player 3.
La Traviata.
No, too bad.
Wrong.
Oh no.
Ada was who they needed.
Player 2, what'll it be?
Alright, player 2's in the lead now at 1,800. In the kitchen for 400.
This term for what you do to Cherry's Jubilee comes from the French.
Player 2?
Flambe.
That's it, exactly. All right, pick again.
In the kitchen for 600.
Different types of this kitchen gadget are used for meat, nuts, and pepper.
What is a grinder?
That's it.
Yes.
Player 1, it's your turn.
In the kitchen for 800.
The bulb type of this utensil moistens meat while it's cooking.
A baster. Ah. In the kitchen for 1,000,
One, you
please.
choose.
Often used to make cheesecake, this round pan with a removable rim is always in season.
Springform pan. Ah. Alright,
Player
well,
1.
we know where the other daily double is. Puerto Rico for 400.
In 1967, 39% of the voters wanted this. In 1993, 46%.
Here is your
Statehood.
response. Player 1,
Is that daily double in the $600 clue?
the answer is...
Yes, it is, and it's a video daily double. Alright, it's a video daily double. Just 200, please.
Born Rosita Dolores Alverio, this Puerto Rican has won an Oscar, a Tony, an Emmy, and a Grammy.
Take a look at your monitor. Player 1,
Okay, who's Rita Moreno?
to be sure.
Yes!
All right, pick again.
An annual music festival was founded by this cellist who moved to Puerto Rico in 1956.
Pablo Casals. And the final clue.
He's credited with discovering the island.
Anybody?
Christopher Columbus. And that does it for Double
That's the end
Jeopardy.
of Double Jeopardy.
And let's see,
take
we
a
have
look
player
at
2 in the lead at 2,200. I have 1,600 and player 3 has 1,300. So it's still a close match as we get ready for Final Jeopardy. Or, as Adam Oliver would say, Final Pooperty. Ow. Alright, let's take a look at our Final Jeopardy category.
Let's see what our category is for Final Jeopardy.
Toys and
Toys
games.
games.
Okay.
Player 3, we have your wager, please. Player 1, please make your wager.
I will risk 1,400.
Oh
Player
my.
2, your wager, please.
Alright. Well,
Oh,
it depends on what the clue is, and we're about to find out right now. In New England, this classic game is called drafts. What is checkers?
Let's see how everyone is.
Thanks, Johnny.
Let's see what player 3 put down.
Player 3, your question? Sorry.
Player 3 said darts, and that is wrong.
You.
God.
So player 3
You'll get them next time.
drops down to 0. I said what is checkers,
Player 1, let's take a look at your question. That's right.
and that is
Your
correct.
wager was...
Alright, so I go up to 3,000, and I have $800 lead right now, but let's see what player 2 said. Player
Player
2's
2, let's take a look at your
response?
question. Sorry.
Darts! I win!
Let's see how much it cost you.
Player 2's wager, 1,001. That's going to leave him with $11.99, and Daniel's going to get $3,000 from this game. Not too bad. And folks, coming up in the next segment will be another Jeopardy game for the PlayStation. This time around, it'll be Jeopardy 2nd Edition for the PlayStation. So we'll see you for that.
Thanks for